Hi everyone, I'm Roberto Coscia. I'm a QA engineer with 6+ years of experience in the IT sector. And in today's video, we're going to discuss about the new model Gemini 2.0, which came out already a few days ago, but it was made available now to everyone. As we know, in December, this model came out with an experimental version of Gemini 2.0 Flash with a low latency and enhanced performance. And this model has been made available now to the Gemini app and also on mobile. An important information is that this is gonna go now live also on Gemini API and in Google AI Studio and also in Vertex AI. This allows to developers to now build application using the 2.0 Flash model. In the model of Gemini Pro 2.0, they also released this model, which is the best one for coding and for complex prompt, but in the advanced version of Google Gemini. This version is also available on Google AI Studio, which is free. So basically you can use it for free on the Google AI Studio. And you can also use it in Vertex AI and in the Gemini app for the advanced user. In brief, you can use this model for free in the Google AI Studio. Otherwise, you will have to use it with Gemini Advanced subscription on Gemini website. Different models have been released. One of them is the Lite version, which is the Google Gemini 2.0 Flash Lite. This is the most cost-efficient model yet, in public preview in Google AI Studio and Vertex AI. The 2.0 Flash Thinking Experimental will be available in the Gemini app. These releases have been a bit confusing because there are so many models out there and it's really difficult to understand the difference from each other. But we know that the Google 2.0 Pro version is one of the most performant in terms of coding and in complex thinking. And we have intermediate models which are more cost efficient and for different use cases. The Flash series was introduced already in December 2024 and has a capability of context window of 1 million token, which was already the lead in terms of context token. It is also important to notice that this model is also one, if not the best, in terms of cost efficiency. For example, if we see into the develop.googleblog.com website, we can see that the price per token of the Gemini 2.0 Flash is only cent per million token for text, image, videos input, 70p per audio input, 40p per text output, and 2.5 cents for context caching. And as we go further with the price and also performance, we see that the cost is still very low. The 2.0 Pro model, which is the best one, the experimental version, we can see that is leads in almost all the benchmarks to the other models. Another thing that is important to emphasize is that Google Gemini committed on a lot very recently in responsibility and safety work, leveraging automated red teaming to assess safety and security risk, including those posed by risks from indirect prompt injection, a type of cybersecurity attack, which involves attacker hiding malicious instructions in data that is likely to be retrieved by an AI system. This model is very good, also because I believe it has one of the highest context window, which is very important to understand larger files, images, code bases. It has 1 million, or in some model, even 2 million context window. And also, it has been built, this model, with one of the latest, best methodology in terms of training the models, which is the reinforcement learning techniques, where Google Gemini critic itself its own responses and improves out of it automatically. This is something similar that also DeepSeek has been doing with this model, R1. In here, in this website, which is I think very cool, I selected this model in comparison of all the other models. And we can see that Google Gemini 2.0 is just little bit below the O3 Mini and DeepSeek R1, considering its very low cost, together with the cost, which is very low already, of DeepSeek R1. It is the fourth model in the leaderboard in terms of quality, it is the fourth in terms of speed, and it is the first, apparently, in terms of cost. We can see that in terms of quality versus price, it is the best model out there as for choice in comparison of quality versus price. You can see here in the table how the Google Gemini 2.0, the DeepSeek R1, and the O3 Mini and the DeepSeek V3 are the best in terms of quality price. We can see in terms of quality output speed also that it competes to be one of the best model. We can see how Google Gemini performs in terms of some benchmarks, where it is for the artificial analysis quality index. As you can see here, probably it seems to be less performant in terms of reasoning and knowledge. I'm not sure if that is because this model is not appearing in this graph, but it's selected, so should be appearing here. It's not appearing in the graph related to scientific reasoning and knowledge. It's not also appearing in terms of the qualitative reasoning in the math graph. I will indicate further about this. Let's take this graph with a pinch of salt. Probably this graph is not just up to date yet, but we can see that this model is performing as the best in the artificial analysis index, which tells already that this model is one of the best in the leaderboard. As a demonstration of that, we can see that here in the math evaluation, this model is reaching 91.8% in terms of the evaluation and 65%, while here is not shown. So considering this official benchmark that have been released from Gemini, we have here pretty much very good result. You can compare them with the one other models, but apparently we see in the arena leaderboard the Gemini to be just below the O3 mini model. Wow, looking at this from the Hugging Face website, in the chatbot arena leaderboard, we can see that the model 2.0 flash thinking is basically at the place in the rank where the Gemini 2.0 Pro is ranking first, which is even higher than DeepSeek R1 and also higher than the O1 review and O3 mini. What do you think about Google Gemini? Have you used it? What do you think about its performance? Have you used in a specific use case? It is better than O3 Mini. It's definitely valuable solution considering that the cost is so low. You can also use it for free in the Google AI Studio, and the cost of the API is really low. So I'm really curious to know about your opinion on this. Consider to like the video and subscribe if you wish to know more information about the newer coming AI models. Just as a reminder, I really had you using this built by Google, which included the latest Gemini 2.0 AI model in it, which is a tool that help you to organize information. You can add as input documents, files, PDF, and chat with them with AI and then get information from all these files. You can add until 50 files, chat with them. Very useful if you want to get an understanding, ask questions to books, to videos, to YouTube videos, etc. If you go to Google AI Studio, you can see that the Gemini 2.0 Flashlight, Pro Experimental, Flash Thinking, they're all there, and they're all with the tag new, and they can be used. Also, the previous one are available. I find quite confusing all these different models, but I like the fact that Google is experimenting those models and releasing them fast. is very cool to test them and get give them feedback about how to improve this model, what they are considered to be good.